Let's play while sitting at home. We invite you to participate in the traveling game Qazaq Quest and test your knowledge about your favorite city, learn new facts, be surprised, and have a laugh. 12 cities of Kazakhstan and celebrities who agreed to complete the quest. Brave and smart travelers, how much patience, strength, and knowledge they need to stay in the game. 1 city, 2 chances for a clue. 3 tasks, 4 blitz questions, and 5 most beautiful places in each city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go! Not so long ago, Aydin visited Taldykorgan. The city is also called the capital of Zhatysu. In the last episode, he learned a lot about the region and shared his discoveries with you. Aydin visited the Museum of History and Local Lore, took a walk in the Park of Culture and Leisure, as well as in Jastar Park, where an incredibly beautiful light and musical fountain is located. He also saw a huge sports complex and learned more about the life of Taldykorgan residents. Today, Aydin goes to the capital, the city of Nursultan. Marat Aitimbay, the guide of today's episode, will help him solve tasks, introduce him to the sights, and reveal the secrets that the main city of the country keeps. Nursultan has been the capital of the Republic of Kazakhstan since 1997. Throughout its existence, the city has been renamed several times. The capital received its today's name in 2019. The city consists of 4 districts: Almaty, Saryarka, Esil, and Baikonur. It is a home for over 1 million people. One of the main natural attractions is the Esil River, which divides Nursultan into 2 parts. The signature building of the capital is the Bayterak complex. It is this structure that flaunts on souvenir magnets and postcards the tourists are very fond of. The largest mosque in Central Asia, Kasrad Sultan, a large cathedral, a Catholic church, and a synagogue are located here. Many shopping centers, parks, and the most remote from the sea oceanarium are the favorite entertainment places of local kids. What are other surprises this city can offer? We'll find out soon. I am in the capital of our homeland, the city of Nursultan. I have been here more than once, but I'm not sure that I will be able to solve the tasks prepared for me today on my own. Therefore, a person who has lived in the capital for a long time will help me. Marat Aitimbay will be my guide. And here he is, Marat himself. Hello. Nice to meet you. Me too. Welcome to our capital, Nursultan. Marat Aitimbay, Managing Director of Kazakh State Symphony Orchestra, Laureate of State Youth Award Darin. In 2017, during 93 days of the International Specialized Exhibition Astana Expo 2017, Marat held events as a lead moderator in Kazakh, Russian, English, and other languages. He performed at official receptions as a solo performer with compositions in different languages and represented our culture at a very high level, performing romances and Kazakh folk songs. The same year, he was awarded the title of Laureate of Kazakhstan's First President's Foundation Prize and received an award for his contribution to the development and promotion of socially important projects in Kazakhstan and far beyond its borders. Are you ready to learn more about our city? Of course I'm ready. We don't have much time. Do you mind if we go straight to where we plan? I'm ready. Aydin, together we can move mountains. I'm sure that together we can do it. Then let's listen to the first task. Sure.
Hello, Aydin. I have a riddle for you. This is a place where past, present, and future intersect. The symbols of the 4 elements surrounded from 4 directions. Guess, what is it?
Marat, I feel like the hero of an adventure film, and I have no idea what it could be. I know this city like the back of my hand, and I think I can guess where we should go for an answer. Then let's go there. Okay.
A task has been issued.
Once on the territory of the modern city, there was an important crossing point for caravan routes. During excavations, archaeologists discovered artifacts dating back to the Bronze Age, the Early Iron Age, and the Middle Ages. According to scientists, the first settlement appeared in the 7th, 8th centuries, but after, for some unknown reason, it was abandoned by the inhabitants. In the 10th, 11th centuries, people returned, but after a while, they left these places to re-establish the settlement again in the 14th century. And almost 2 centuries ago, in the 1830s, on the site of the village of Akmola, a small town Akmolensk appeared, which played the role of a military and economic center in these steppes. Gradually, with the development of virgin lands, Akmolensk was renamed to Tselinograd. The historical name was returned to the city only in 1992, after Kazakhstan gained its independence. In 1998, the young capital was named Astana. The city began to develop actively, gradually becoming the center of the state, social and cultural life of the country. Marat, I know that the city is divided into 2 parts, the left and right banks, right? I wanted to ask, what is the difference between them? Oh, there are a lot of differences. The right bank can be called an open-air museum. It is in this part of our city that almost all historical buildings are concentrated. Sakensi Fulin Museum, the building of the Gorky Russian Academic Drama Theater, we're just passing it by, and the Astana Trading Center, which is located in a building erected in the early 20th century. By the way, you can find an answer to the first question in this part of the city. That is, this is exactly the part that you could get acquainted with before the transfer of the capital, the old city. You could say that. It's right. And the left bank is the modern part. There are all strategic buildings, including the Concert Hall Kazakhstan, the House of Ministries, the main office buildings, and Konshatir shopping and entertainment complex, which is famous all over the country. All new buildings are located there. The city continues to grow. Yes, and fast. So here we are. Look at this fountain. It is made of bronze and stone. It was designed by Azad Boyarlin. It's called the Tree of Life. It was opened in 2000. How beautiful! Its roots, you see in the center, personify the underworld and the connection with our ancestors. It is the past. The trunk of the tree is the world we live in now, the present. And the branches are the spirituality of descendants, that is, the future. How interesting! What about the 4 elements? Do you see these figures of a horse, a bull, a ram, and a camel? In Turkic mythology, they symbolize the 4 elements. The horse is the wind, or the air, the ram is fire, the bull is water, and the camel is earth. And what are these dragons? Dragons symbolize wisdom. Sounds convincing. I think this is really the place we had to find. I know the place where the past, present, and future intersect, surrounded by the symbols of the 4 elements. This is the Tree of Life fountain.
That is correct. The Tree of Life fountain is very symbolic. It is of great importance for the residents, and when the weather is nice, there are always a lot of people near it. Good luck with the rest of the tasks.
We did great! This is a good start. Thanks to you. It's a good start. Ready for your next task? Always ready. And you get ready too. While Marat ran away about his business, Aydin decided to get acquainted with one of the main attractions of the city, the Kasrad Sultan Mosque. Regardless of which denomination you belong to, this holy place is a must-see. Dear viewers, this is the Kasrad Sultan Mosque. This is the largest and the most beautiful mosque in Central Asia. The grand opening of the mosque was attended by Yelbasi, Nur Sultan Nazarbayev. He presented the mosque with a gift, Quran weighing more than 40 kilograms, found in the present Turkestan region. Now let's talk about the name. Why Kasrad Sultan? Someone may know, but some may not. The same name is given to the mausoleum of the great scientist and preacher Qazaq Zhasybai in Turkestan. Now the capital has its own Kasrad Sultan. The most important feature of the mosque is its interior design. It is made in the style of Kazakh national patterns. Again, this is what makes it stand out. All this beauty opens up to the eyes as soon as you enter the mosque. The Kasrad Sultan Mosque is the largest in Kazakhstan. People called the Sufi sheikh and poet Qazaq Zhasybai, whose famous mausoleum is located in Turkestan, Kasrad Sultan. The construction of this mosque began in June 2009. Almost 2,000 people worked on the project. 3 years later, on July the 6th, 2012, the grand opening took place. A real architectural masterpiece has appeared on the map of Nursultan. The building was built in the classical Islamic style with traditional Kazakh ornaments. This is a monumental structure with an area of over 17,000 square meters, and the whole complex occupies over 11 hectares. On holidays, this place can accommodate about 10,000 people. The Kasrad Sultan Mosque has the largest dome in Kazakhstan. Its height is 51 meters and its diameter at the base is 28 meters. As conceived by the architects, an 80-meter spire with a crescent moon was installed on it, strictly facing Mecca. In the corners of the mosque, there are 4 minarets, several halls for reading the Quran and classes for educational groups. This is a truly grandiose structure. One of the main attractions of the city is located on the right bank of the Esil River. Next to it are the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation and the Qazaq Monument. I found some interesting facts on the internet about our capital. I want to share them with you. I am sure that any traveler going somewhere reads all about the sights of the place and tourist routes. I found something more interesting. For example, I learned that the Ferris wheel in Nursultan is not just an attraction. For several years of its existence, it has become a symbol of the city. Of course, this is not the largest Ferris wheel in the world. Its height is only 65 meters, compared to the high roller coaster in Las Vegas, which at its highest point reaches 167 meters, or the Singapore Flyer in Singapore, which lifts people 165 meters above the ground. The one in our capital is quite small. However, the metropolitan attraction is unique in its own way. Its design is particularly robust and can withstand even strong hurricanes. The total weight of the Ferris wheel is 270 tons, and it is an off-season structure. You can ride it in winter and in warm weather. So when you're in Nursultan, do not bypass it, and do not be afraid. This attraction is safe, and it will offer you a breathtaking bird's-eye view of the capital. I myself did not risk it because I'm very afraid of heights, but maybe I can do it next time. I also learned that the largest theater in Central Asia is located in Nursultan. This is Astana Opera. It was built in 2013. This building is unique. There is nothing like this either in our country or in the entire CIS region. Its area is 64,000 square meters. The theater is designed in a classical style with preservation of the national flavor. The creator of the project is Budget Pokolli. Performances by Kazakh and Italian composers, dozens of opera and ballet performances by Verdi, Puccini, Eichmann, Tchaikovsky and Zhubanov were staged in this theater. Troops and soloists from Italy, Russia, Azerbaijan, France and other countries came here on tour. The theater's stage is made of rare wood species. This has a special effect on the acoustics, which will improve from year to year. The hall accommodates 1,250 spectators. And the largest crystal chandelier in the country hangs in the foyer. It weighs over 1.5 tons. I did not have time to prepare in advance. I never know which city I will be thrown into with a quest. It's always a surprise. But if you're planning your trip, be sure to study the performance calendar in advance and visit the Astana Opera. Before moving on to the next task, Marat decided to show Aydin one very unusual place. Not so long ago, the whole country talked about it a lot. Guess what is it? Our heroes are going to the Expo town. By the way, Marat worked there. Dear viewers, look, what a huge sphere! It is the Nursultan pavilion in the Expo town. Am I right, Marat? Yes, you are. It looks very unusual. You once said that during the Expo, you performed at many concerts and participated in major international projects. Is it true? Oh, sure. Please tell us more. These were national days. There were 93 of them in total. Participants came from 115 countries. International organizations were preparing. There was a stage called National Day. Outside? Yes, outdoors, under the open sky. We raised the flag every day. Not only us, but other countries to which the day was dedicated as well. For example, one day it was the flag of Argentina. The other day it was Brazil. 115 countries in 93 days. Autumn came quickly for me that year, in just a blink of an eye. Was it interesting? Very interesting. I also sang. I performed at official receptions. For foreign guests, we performed our national songs, chose the most famous ones for those performances. National dance groups also performed there. We have a very rich musical folklore. They showed all the best. I became very friendly with the organizers and with the guests. We still keep in touch. Dear viewers, Marat speaks several languages. Apart from Russian and Kazakh, he speaks English and Italian. Please tell me how the name of our program will sound in Italian. Can you say it? I can, but I still have a phrase in my memory that you use very often.
Nos expresamos nuestra gratitud a todos ustedes.
What does it mean? Thank you very much for visiting our country. More or less like this. Or thanks for your attention. Like this, huh? Yes, something like that. Expo 2017 was a significant event for Kazakhstan. More than 100 companies took part in the international architectural competition for the best idea sketch for the Expo exhibition complex. As a result, the spherical building Nursultan became the main object of the exhibition. Its height is 100 meters and its diameter is 80 meters. This is one of the tallest spherical buildings in the world. The Astana Expo exhibition complex was opened on June 10, 2017, before the start of the Expo 2017 Future Energy World Exhibition. On the territory, there are more than 30 objects with expositions dedicated to the culture, history, nature of Kazakhstan, and the development of the capital within the framework of Strategy 2050, as well as modern types of energy. Today, Astana Expo operates in an exhibition mode and is a business center. On its site, there are a 5-star hotel, several restaurants, conference rooms, and a congress hall. There are many places in Nursultan that are worth visiting, but today Aydin and Marat have different tasks. It's time for them to move on to the next one. Let's see if they can pass it.
Qazaq Quest, маған келесі тапсырманы бер.
Aydin, every resident of the city knows this place, but not everyone knows that all lawns and flower beds there are planted strictly according to German technology. Guess what this place is.
Maybe it is a botanical garden. It would be too easy. But I think I know where we need to go. We are going to the left bank. Nursultan is a city with a rapidly developing infrastructure. In the capital, there are both expensive world-famous five-star hotels and cozy middle-class hotels and hostels. Shopping, cafes, restaurants, movie theaters, and a modern water park are located in one of the largest shopping and entertainment centers, Khansater. This amazing architectural structure, with the area of 127,000 square meters, is included in the rating of the best eco-buildings in the world. For lovers of evening walks, the Esil River embankment is perfect. Here you can meet local people, feel the atmosphere of the city, and breathe in the fresh air. And the unique ethno-memorial complex, Map of Kazakhstan Atameken, will allow you to see the whole country in one glance. In fact, it is a map of the Republic with miniatures of the country's main attractions. I love the Kazakh nature, and I'm very glad that our capital is flourishing more with each day. Lots of flower beds and parks. Beauty. Since my next assignment is related to flower beds and lawns, I will tell you about a unique tree that grows in Nursultan. I recently read that some time ago, the capital's enthusiasts and history buffs launched a project within which they collected a lot of photographs of this tree taken in different years. So this is it. A black poplar, the hero of urban legends, is growing on the embankment of the Esil River. It is 129 years old. Usually trees of this kind do not live more than 80 years. And this poplar was planted at the end of the 19th century. The tree literally survived revolutions, wars, witnessed the development of virgin lands, the formation of our capital, and heard thousands of declarations of love. Residents of Nursultan have long believed that the majestic representative of the plant world of Nursultan deserves a special status. To draw attention to the poplar, activists asked residents of the city to send photos and stories that were associated with it. And letters came not only from Nursultan itself and other cities of Kazakhstan, but also from Germany, Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia. One of the oldest photographs was from 1958. A lot of photographs were taken in the second half of the 1970s. Back then, the families living in the city came to the embankment, swam in the river, and had warm picnics under the shade of this tree. Locals say that this poplar was once called the Tree of All Lovers. It was in this place that in the old days men brought their future wives to propose. They also came here during wedding festivities and made wishes. It was believed that if the bride and groom put their hands on this tree at the same time, the family will be strong. Just like this tree, with powerful roots and many descendants. This tree has become a real monument of nature, history, and culture of the city of Nursultan. Now they have fenced it off, planted a lawn, and put a sign next to it, which even contains a QR code. You can point the camera of your smartphone at it and read a lot of interesting things about this black poplar and see pictures which will make even the most cold-hearted person cry. I hope the legendary black poplar will live in for years to come. Make sure to see it when you arrive in Nursultan. And if you're in love, then make a wish near it or confess your feelings to your significant other. Listen, let's ask the locals if they know where the most beautiful flowers in the city are, which in addition were planted according to the European technology. Let's do it. I'm also interested to know how well people know the city in which they live. Where do you think the most beautiful flowers are in the city? In the botanical gardens? In the Park of Lovers? You are already very close. Go to the round square. It is to the round square we're heading to. You're very confident in yourself. I hope you really know the correct answer. I really like this place. Look at the fountains here. They're all made according to the latest technology in the field of fountain construction. I think that flower alleys were planted here for a reason. It is very beautiful in here. And it looks like you're right. Look at these sculptures. This is nomads. There are 12 of them in total. A guard, a rider, a sage, a shaman with a kabez and a dancer. Yes, the key Turkic images. And here is the round square itself. Impressive. Look around. Well, let's answer the question. All lawns and flower beds were planted strictly according to German technology on the round square and Nursultan Boulevard.
This is the wrong answer. Go to Zhasybai or to the Lovers Park. The correct answer is there.
Passers-by told us.
Иә, жүр, ол мына жерден алыс емес.
Come on, it's close.
Yeah. Aydın, бұл қаладағы ең
This is one of the most romantic places in the capital. Probably this what got me confused. I would ask another question regarding this place. Has this park existed for a long time? It was opened in 2005 and named so because of this bronze sculpture of a boy and a girl. Here, even benches have special names. Bench of the First Kiss, or Bench of Reconciliation. A very green place. Of course, there are more than 3,000 lindens, firs, pines, birches, and poplars. There are even maples and elms. They're not typical for our region.
Шөке ағаштары, шырша, негізі осы ағаштардың көбі біздің жерді жерсінбейтін. Бірақ өзің бүгін байқап тұрсың. Қандай әдемі.
Yes, and I see very beautiful lawns and flower beds. Let's move on to the third task.
Әрине дайынмын, бірақ мен қорқайын.
Now I'm worried. What are you afraid of? You can't be afraid in our program.
Орындауға тырысайын. Сонымен, Qazaq Quest, келесі тапсырма.
Everyone is keen on understanding shopping and entertainment centers. Let's see, guys, how well you know the history of our capital. For the construction of which building at the end of the 19th century, only 100 rubles were allocated.
I know the answer to this question for sure. We need to return to the right bank. Last time you said that you know the answer for sure too, but I guess I have to trust you. I can't do it alone. Aydin, don't worry. We'll find it. Some interesting facts about the city of Nursultan. In 1997, the population of the new capital of the Republic of Kazakhstan slightly exceeded 300,000 people. In 2020, according to official data, the population of the city is 1,141,947 people. What a difference! Men, 551,938. Women, 590,009. The number of centenarians, that is people over the age of 100, is 100 for the entire capital. And babies up to 1 year old, 29,516. The total area of the city is 800 square kilometers. Nursultan is included in the list of the coldest capitals on the planet. The city ranks the second after the capital of Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar.
иә қаланың мына жақ
Yes,
бөлігі
this part of the city is different. It is calm. There is a completely different world, a vibrant metropolis. But here, it is very cozy.
бұл жерде бір ошақтың жылуы сезіліп тұрғандай көрінеді маған.
I agree with you. The left bank is the modern city, and the right bank, as you noticed, is very green. It's very nice. I like that our capital is like that. There are new and old buildings, history and soul. Do you love our capital? Of course. I really like it here. The main thing is, it is not noisy here. When Nursultan is shown on TV, I always rejoice at how beautiful the city looks.
Осы теледидардан
Today, dear viewers, I see Nursultan with my own eyes. Can you believe me? It is a beautiful, special city. The right bank is very calm, and people are also calm. There are many cultural sites, a music academy where I studied. It is also on the right bank. I'll show you now. Is it still functioning? Oh, sure. Actually, I can show you a lot. The main thing is that you have time.
Ең бастысы сенде
Sure, I have time. Dear viewers, stay with us. I will tell you about one building. It is not so old. It was built in the 21st century, but it is unique. It is also called Kazakhstan's Wonder of the World. Guess what I'm talking about? This is the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation, the famous pyramid which was built according to the model of the famous Egyptian pyramids. Traveling to Nursultan, I learned some interesting facts about this place and will gladly share them with you. First, today it is a place where the leaders of the world and traditional religions gather. The idea belongs to the first president of Kazakhstan, Nur Sultan Nazarbayev. He voiced it at the first Congress of Leaders. Second, the author of the unique building is the famous British architect Norman Foster. The palace was built according to the principles of the golden ratio. These proportions were used by the Egyptian masters when they were creating the Pyramid of Cheops. Third, during the construction of the pyramid, the special climatic conditions of Nursultan were taken into account. The design is based on sliding bearings, which makes the frame mobile. In winter, when the air temperature is very low, the pyramid contracts. Such vibrations can be up to 6 centimeters wide, like an accordion. Fourth, the top of the palace is decorated with a stained glass window depicting 130 doves. These birds symbolize different nationalities living on the territory of Kazakhstan. The author of the work is American artist Brian Clark. Fifth, the grand opening of the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation took place in September 2006. On this day, the world-famous opera singer Montserrat Caballé performed on the stage of the concert hall. It is located underground and can accommodate more than 1,300 spectators. Sixth, the largest room of the palace is the Cheops Atrium, hall for celebrations. Its area is more than 2,000 square meters, which can accommodate up to 8,000 people. Seventh, 5 elevators are installed in the pyramid, one of which is the presidential one. Only this elevator can take passengers to the very top. Interestingly, all elevators move diagonally. There are similar ones only in the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Eighth, in addition to the shape of the building, there is another fact that connects the palace with the 7 wonders of the world. Inside the pyramid, there are the hanging gardens of Astana. If you go up not by an elevator, but by a wavy staircase, you will come across a winter garden on the way, where plants from all over the world are collected. The Palace of Peace and Reconciliation is an important landmark building on the map of our capital. Don't forget to include it in your itinerary when planning your trip to Nursultan. Nursultan amazes with its modern architecture, but there is also the charm of antiquity in it. The oldest building in the city is the Merchant's House. Now it is a home to Sakyan Seafood Museum. It was built in 1846. Dr. Blagoveshchinsky lived and worked in the building where the administration of the museum is located today. Also, there was the Central Regional Accounting School. This monument of wooden architecture fully reflects the architectural style characteristic to the beginning of the last century. Another architectural monument is the Department of Culture, Archives and Documentation of the city of Nursultan. Previously, the first Muslim school was located in this building. A church in the city was built in the 19th century. To this day, it has been called Konstantin Yeleninskaya. On September the 12th, 1849, the priest of the Akmala Camp Church, Mikhail Nikolsky, asked the border commander for permission to start building the church. The final works on the external decoration of the temple were completed in the summer of 1858. The Astana shopping center was once the trading house of the merchant Matvey Kubrin. It was built at the beginning of the 20th century. In 1944, all wooden structures burned down during a fire. The department store was rebuilt only 6 years later. Here we are. Theater. Exactly. Theater. This is not just one of the oldest buildings in our city. This is one of the oldest theaters in Kazakhstan. We, the residents of Nursultan, love art very much. And what is the connection with the 100 rubles?
100 рубльдің бұған не қатысы бар?
You won't believe it, but back in 1899, in response to a statement made by fans of dramatic art, the city council allocated 100 rubles to lay the first foundation of this theater, and the merchant patron Kubrin allocated the same amount. And the wish of the residents who loved high art of acting was fulfilled. The building was built in the pseudo-Russian style, based on the use of the traditions of ancient Russian-style architecture. Now it belongs to the architectural monument of the 19th century. Wow! I am sure that this time we were not mistaken. Well, let's check. I'm sure. I know it for sure. The correct answer is the building of the Maxim Gorky State Academic Drama Theater.
That is correct. Well done. You answered 2 questions correctly. And you won't have to look for a place to sleep, but you still won't get to the best hotel in the capital. But a cozy room in a 4-star hotel awaits you. The level of the hotel fits the level of your answers today. I am sending the address. Congratulations, you have completed the quest.
You will have a great rest in a 4-star hotel. A 4-star hotel is not bad at all. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye to Marat. Marat, thank you very much. Our journey has come to an end. I could have shown you many more interesting places. You were of great help today. I appreciate it.
Сенің арқаңда бүгін мен жеңіске жеттім. Саған көп мың алғыс.
Next time, just come and visit. Stay with me, and I'll show you everything that our city has to offer. Deal. I will wait for you. Good luck.
Асыға күтемін, досым. Жолың болсын. Жолың болсын. Жақсы.
Сәттілік.
I confess that today I saw our capital from a completely different side. I've always liked this city, but now I'm fascinated. It doesn't matter that I didn't answer all the questions correctly. Most importantly, I learned a lot of new and interesting things for myself. Now it's time to rest. Tomorrow, I will hit the road again. New questions, new acquaintances, and new knowledge about my native country are waiting for me. See you later.